All right, this is actually the morning of day 2 of week 13, but I wanted to record this quick video for day 1. Yesterday was day 1 of week 13, and you'll find my weight around here somewhere. It was like, I can't remember what it was yesterday, but I did take a picture, and I will post it around here. You'll see it. Yesterday was a fine day. Mostly just business as usual. No real standout moments, except I will say that I getting a little bit tired of ground turkey after 12 weeks. I've eaten it almost every day. And I bought some pork chops yesterday and swapped out a protein source. So, but other than that, pretty much business as usual. So that's it for me today, and I'll see you at the end of day 2. Hey, what is up? This is Cam coming at you from week 13, day 2, and just wanted to let you know my weight today, 245 245.8, 245 point, I can't remember. I'll put it around here somewhere. I will say this, when it comes to, weight, I should mention, I notice that my weight does fluctuate a little bit, and I know that some people say that, man, I can't weigh myself every day because the weight is demoralizing. It doesn't just go down all the time. Sometimes it goes up, and I get that. I used to be that way too. What I have found is that by weighing myself every day, it kind of gets me more like in tune with what's going on with my body, and as it does kind of like fluctuate up and down, like I get more used to it. Like I get more used to the fluctuations. So if I weigh myself every day, I will see it going up and down. But I will also see that, like, at the end of the week, it all kind of comes out in the wash, right? And it's one thing to know something. It's another thing to live something, okay? So as I take these weights every day, like the fluctuations, they bother me a lot less because I've seen it. Like I'm on week 13 now, and I've seen it time and time again, like weight fluctuations, But I don't think that one time did I ever not lose weight. I think every single week I lost at least a pound at all 13 weeks. So, like, seeing is believing, right? Or living is believing, or whatever you want to say. But the point is, living it and experiencing it is different from just like someone telling you. So as I live this, experience, what I find is that, it's good for me to take the weight every day. So I have a record on my videos, a documentation, because I'm telling you, there's been weeks where I felt like I didn't lose anything, but then I looked at the first day of the week and I was like, oh wow, that's where I started. That's hard to believe. So it works for me. The documentation is helpful, but that's what I'd say about weight. I mean, I do understand why it feels very demotivating for some people. And again, I used to be like that too with the weight. Like once a week is sufficient and stuff like that. I get it. I'm just giving you the counter argument that even doing this, it was like that originally, and it was. You can probably look at some of my earlier videos and you can see me complaining that it's demotivating to be working so hard and to not really be seeing results on a scale. But even when I was complaining about that, I knew, the the mental risks involved of checking your weight every day. I already knew that. I still wanted the documentation of it anyways. So I just thought I'd, kind of share those thoughts with you. This is actually the morning of day 3, but I wanted to record this video for day 2 from yesterday. I didn't get my video recorded yesterday, and I wanted to kind of share with you these thoughts. And the reason why really is because this is kind of what I was thinking about yesterday. But anyways, that's all I got, man. We're going to wrap it up on day 2 here, and I'll see you guys on day 3. All right. It is the morning of day 3, week 13 of my weight loss journey. And I was just thinking about how nice it is, like walking in the morning, getting that morning sun. I think there's like scientific, evidence or proof that, getting that morning sun is like really good for you physiologically. I can't really speak on that, but I can speak anecdotally, and I can tell you that, there's a different feel to walking in the morning versus walking in the afternoon. I can tell you that. It's definitely a different feel to it. And me, I do prefer walking in the morning. It's pretty much the first thing I do when I get up. So generally the way that works is, like, I'll stop eating at 9 p.m. and I'll get up and then I'll walk in the morning. So you figure, like, by the time I walk, I've already been fasting for 10 hours. If you think about it, if I get up at like 7, I stopped eating at 9, I'm already fasting for 10 hours when I start walking. Well, I do a 14-hour fast every day. So now you might think, well, do you always stop eating at 9? Not always, because I'm not always perfect. Sometimes, we have a late supper, or sometimes I'll eat a snack, Like yesterday, I didn't really eat 2 meals. I had like 1 meal and like 2 or 3 snacks. So it was a little different. If you want to know what my snacks are, it's just basically the same stuff I always eat. Pork rinds, Parm crisps, just the basic. I have like 20 foods that I eat, and just the basic stuff. Anyways, I'm getting off topic. The point is exercise. That's what I was trying to talk about, exercise. When it comes to just walking for activity, like, I prefer walking in the morning, Maybe it's different for you, but I prefer walking in the morning. And again, like I was saying, as it relates to my eating, I walk after about 10 hours of fasting. I didn't just eat when I walked. I mean, like I said, I eat like the night before at about 9 p.m. Before 9 p.m. Sometimes it'll be like 8 or 7. But I cut it off at 9 p.m. and then I walk when I get up in the morning. It's one of the first things I do. So again, it's probably about 10 hours of fasting. Now, I won't eat again until like noon, okay? So, like I said, it's a 14-hour fast. But I'll eat at noon, then I'll come back, I'll have a snack, like at, 2 or 3. I'll eat again, like 5 or 6 at supper time. Then I'll have another snack at 7 or 8. Basically 2 meals, 2 snacks a day. You might wonder what my snacks are. Again, I was telling you, sometimes pork rinds, sometimes Parm crisps. Lately, my favorite snack has been like an apple with peanut butter. So that's what it's been lately. But either way, just a few thoughts for you on exercise and when I like to do it: in the morning, in the middle of a fast. That's what works for me. So, and that's about it for day 3. I'll wrap this up. Hey, what is up? This is Cam, and it is day 4 of week 13 of my weight loss journey. Currently, I weigh 244.4 pounds. 244.4 pounds. I'll put that snapshot around here somewhere. It's really irritating to me this morning because my stupid camera, I try to take the snapshot when I'm on the scale, and for some reason my camera keeps reverting back to this like AI photo correct thing. And the way it thinks that it's a good idea to correct the photo of me taking a picture of my scale is by literally deleting the numbers on the scale. So it's just like this blue light. It's so irritating. You know, it's like you're trying to get stuff done, and this technology is like too smart. It's so smart, it's actually making your job harder. So, very annoying. But anyways, today's day 4 of week 13. I got nothing much to report here. Just business as usual, getting ready to do a grocery shopping trip. So, that's all I got. I'll see you. Hey, what is up now? This is Cam Jennings, coming at you from week 13, day 5 of my weight loss journey. My current weight is 244 pounds. I haven't checked my blood sugar today. Yesterday, I think my blood sugar was like 107. So it seems like I've been kind of like maintaining these like kind of like lower 100s. Usually it's under 110. Low 100s, sometimes upper 90s blood sugars, and it just never ceases to amaze me how, you know, like I can fast for like 14, 15 hours and like my blood sugar is still over 100 sometimes. It's crazy. But what I'm hoping is, you know, if I can get down to a normal weight, then that stuff will start to go away. That's my hope. The way that I'm eating right now, I can't stress this enough. This way of eating probably sets me up for the greatest degree of success. The fewest cravings. You know, like I haven't had over 1,600, 1,700 calories of food a day for this entire 13 weeks, I don't think. Basically, you know, this kind of low carb, low sugar diet, it's a very, very successful way to, you know, lose weight basically. And, you know, that's reflected if you look around, the whole industry, and not just look at what people are saying, but if you look at people who are, trying to lose weight for like bariatric surgery or whatever, you'll see they put them on a low carb, low sugar diet, and the weight comes off. When you look at like cows, how they, because a cow eats grass, and like in a cow's natural habitat, it eats grass. Well, that doesn't produce like marbleized muscle, okay? That doesn't produce like fatty muscle tissue. So what do? They feed the cow, you know, a high carb, you know, corn based diet, and this fattens them up. It produces like fatty muscle, and basically makes the meat for the cow taste good, right? So anyway, so like if you look around, you see this idea of this low carb, low sugar diet in a lot of places, for successful like weight loss and health. So it doesn't really surprise me, but I just wanted to talk about that for a second because, you know, it's not that bad. You know, as far as like being hard, it's not that hard. You know, this diet, I mean, I can eat cheese on this diet. I can eat, I had pork chops on this diet, I can eat bacon, I can eat salad. It's, you give some things up. Yeah, I mean, I don't eat bread and I don't eat sugar. Well, I do eat sugar, like in the form of like I'll usually have like maybe 2 pieces of fruit a day. Like if I have a sweet tooth, like my basic sweet tooth thing is like I'll have some peanut butter with an apple. That'll be like what I do for sweet tooth. But I mean, I'm telling you, man, it's not that bad. I've had way worse diet experiences and way less results. So, anyways, that's where I'm at on day 5, and hope you're doing good out there. And I'm at 244 even right now. I'll see you guys on day 6. Hey, what is up now? This is Cam coming at you from my week 13 of my weight loss journey. Week 13 of my weight loss journey. This is day 5. All right, and currently I weigh 243.4 pounds. 243.4 pounds. Now I'll tell you guys something. This is day 5, but I started this week on day 1, and I'm looking at it right now. I'm going to tell you exactly. I was 244.6, so now I'm 243.4 on day 5. That's pretty cool. So I got 2 more days to go left in this week, and we'll see what I close, week 13 out at. But it looks to me like, I'm not trying to count my chickens before they hatch, but it looks to me like I'm heading pretty steady as she goes towards, getting under 240. Trying to crack the 230s. That's what I'm trying to do. Trying to crack the 230s. And not ultimately, but like if you want to know what my next big benchmark is, it's 238, right? Because my last benchmark was 248, and that was my 30-pound weight loss benchmark, right? But when I get to 238, that'll be 40 pounds I've lost. 238, man. So that's the next big benchmark. But you got to be patient. You just got to take it one day at a time. And today, I'm just happy to crack past 244, and now I'm into 243.4, and I know there's weight loss fluctuates, so like I might crack back up into 244 at some point, but, ultimately though, I feel pretty good about the progress. It's steadily moving downwards. It seems like I'm losing between 1 and 3 pounds a week. So I'm happy with that progress, and I'm heading towards the next goal of 238. But man, when I crack the 230s, man, that'll be sweet. So anyways, that's all I got. This is day 5. Have an amazing day. I'll see ya. Peace now. Hey, what is up? This is Cam coming at you from week 13, day 7 of my weight loss journey. Now this is actually, in truth, the morning of day 8 as I take this walk here. I got my son with me, but this is actually the morning of day 8, but I wanted to record this video for day 7 since I didn't get it recorded yesterday. Ended up last day of week 13, and the weight's coming off. What can I say? It's a slow grind. It's a slow grind, but you got to keep on trucking. So it's not always easy. This kind of diet, I do notice that don't have nearly as many cravings of food as normally you would. But you still like what you like, so still a mental battle to not eat junk food. But other than that, it's fine. And the weight's coming off, and that's just a very slow, like, kind of chip away process. You really got to just kind of dig in day to day and try not to think about the end goal too much. I got to try to focus on 10-pound increments. Like right now, my current goal is get down to 238. So Obviously, you see my weight around here somewhere. I am got a little bit to go to get to 238, but that's my goal. When I get there, my next goal will be 228. So I just take it in 10-pound increments, and with the ultimate goal is to get down to 190, where I felt like I was the most comfortable. So anyways, got a long way to go, got a lot of work to do, but journey continues. Week 13 is out.